All right, one last video for today. 3 in 1 day. So by the time you watch this, you'll see the title. I don't know what it's going to be. Probably driver shortage or something. But that's what it's about. The driver shortage. Why it is what it is. How it came into existence, in my opinion. So this isn't really directed to anybody. I mean, yeah, I would like to think the big companies would watch this and go, "Oh, okay," and change their ways. But let's be realistic, man. They're so arrogant and so money hungry. They're never going to do that. Um, they just believe they know everything, despite their failing. They can't get enough drivers. They can't. They just continue to have high turnover rates, and they sit around dumbstruck to why it is when it's really so simple. But they just won't see it. Willfully, I mean, they're smart college grads. I would think they could figure it out. So I just chalk it up to they're willfully ignorant, and they just pretend it's not there and just keep lying and making up crap and trying to do everything under the sun except what needs to be done. So, right when you say driver shortage, it's kind of a twofold thing. First, you're going to jump out. The millennials are lazy and they don't want to work. That is partially true. So I'll give that some credit, and or whatever you want to call it. That argument holds water. That's part of the equation. The millennials are an interesting bunch. They are the entitled generation. They want everything given to them. They want to start at the top. They want to become the boss day one. They just have been somehow, and it's my generation's fault. They're our kids. I mean, we failed. We screwed up. We made a wrong turn somewhere. And they just believe they're going to go to some 4-year school and get out and have a $200,000 a year job being the boss. That's what they've been brought up to believe. And since they can't get that, they just stay at home, don't move out, and throw fits and whatever. They just, we forgot to somehow made the mistake of not instilling, starting at the bottom and working your way up. They don't have that thought process. So that's part of the equation, but it's not the biggest equation in why there's a driver shortage. So let me get into that. And I touched on this in one of my videos. I don't even remember what I called it, but who should be a truck driver, maybe, or something like that. And one of the things I say all the time is, if you don't love this, you'll hate it. So let's think about this. Who would love to be a truck driver? Who did it always appeal to? Well, I mean, my first words were big truck wow. I told you guys that. That's what my mom wrote in the baby book. So it's going to kind of get in your blood. And I've said in my videos, don't ever get into this for money. You're an idiot. I mean, yeah, there's some money in this, but you can make money better, make more money hour for hour in time in real estate, or go to college and become something. If you're jumping in this for money, big money is about 1% of this business. I mean, you could get in, like I've talked about, some crazy heavy haul specialized stuff, but you don't make a living here, man. Let's be realistic. It's a working man's game, blue collar. So if you guys are watching this thinking I want to get into trucking because of the money, don't do it. Turn around, go the other way. You're making a huge mistake. So with that said, guys trucking has always appealed to, and I don't even know if it's a word, but I'm going to call them freedomist. I don't know. Guys who want freedom. The gypsies. They want to see what's over the next hill. They don't want to work in a warehouse. They don't want to work next to their boss. They want freedom. That's who has always wanted to be a truck driver. And those guys are still out there, but they're not driving, and we're going to get to that. They've either got out of it, or they don't want to get into it because of what I'm about to talk about. So with that said, guys looking to be on their own, like to be by themselves, maybe introverts, love the freedom of the open road, don't want to be near their boss. What did these companies do? They took all that away. Okay? This is the major problem. I got a few other points I want to talk about, but I remember in about 1997, 98 maybe, I don't remember. When it all started, I came to work one day for a company I'd been working for, and there's one of these computers in their truck. And I'm like, what in the hell is that? I said, what is that? Oh, it's a Qualcomm. They weren't E-logs in, they were Qualcomms. We can track you via satellite and send you messages. And you can send us You idiots put the boss in the truck with us. You completely destroyed what truck drivers got into this business for. You snot-nosed little college graduates. That's where it started. And you've gone farther. You don't quit. You don't quit. Now you got cameras watching us, sensors on the truck to see if we're hard. You wonder why there's a driver shortage? Oh, because you completely ruined truck driving with your friggin' narcissist ways. You're sick. You're sick in the head. You get control freaks, micromanagers. I have a drive cam for insurance reasons, but you sickos face it towards the driver. What? Are you crazy? You know how many drivers I know that don't drive now because of this? They have Class A license. They got out of it. They said, hell with that. I don't want that bull crap. I don't want driver-facing cameras. I don't like the computers. I don't like them monitoring me. I don't like them calling me up, asking me what I'm doing here, why I'm doing this, how come I've been sitting here this long. It used to be, hey, here's a load, take it there. And we got it there, man. It was a pride thing for us. We did it. We didn't need your help. We still don't need your help, all right? Getting a little excited, but I'm passionate about this. So that was the biggest thing right there. And then back when I started, every dispatcher, every office manager, except maybe the lady who did the books or whatever, was an ex-truck driver. Either just got too old to drive, got hurt, got whatever, had some health problems, couldn't get a medical card. They would migrate themselves into the dispatch or ops manager or recruiter or something like that. They'd all been in the driving field. What have you done now? That's gone. All you sickos want to do is hire some college graduate snot-nosed punk, usually a 2-year-old flunky from a junior college, because you don't want any people with real degrees because they cost money. So you're not going to hire someone with a master's or a bachelor's degree unless they're way up doing your books or something like that. You hire a bunch of snot-nosed little slickers that wear loafers, and then you put them in charge of drivers. They've never driven a truck. They don't know anything about a truck. And then they're going to tell us how to do it. Really? You wonder why there's a driver shortage. That could be part of the reason. You took all the freedom out of it, and you put people in charge of something they know nothing about. And guys like me say, I ain't doing this no more. You know, there's nothing here. I never got in this for money, and you just took all my freedom away. And then on top of that, I understand fuel mileage. You decided that we all should drive Volvos and Freightliner Cascadia piece of craps. Newsflash, we don't like those trucks. They're garbage. They're not cool. They don't ride good. They rattle. I know you're so money driven. You're making tens of millions of dollars, but you got to get every penny out of fuel mileage, so you give us piece of crap trucks that we can't stand. You govern them, and then you sit there and watch us all day with cameras and tracking devices and see how we're braking and all this. You really wonder why there's a driver shortage. Will the light bulb ever come on with you guys? Probably not. It's kind of turned into a rant video, and I apologize that, but I want you guys to know, man, if you're going to get into truck driving as a company driver, that's what it's going to be like. I ain't going to lie to you, man. Honestly, if I was a young man, I wouldn't get into this business. Not over the road. They killed over the road, and now they're wanting to get autonomous trucks. They can't fix the problem. They're too arrogant, so they'll throw more money out there to get trucks to drive themselves. It's never going to happen. Not in my lifetime. They've had planes, commercial planes can fly themselves, no problemo. there's still pilots on there. You don't want to know why? The general public will never be okay with getting on an unmanned airplane, nor will the general public ever be okay with driving down the interstate with a truck with no driver in it, because computers can fail, GPS can have glitches. But you're so arrogant and you're so stupid that you just won't see it. So do whatever. I'm at the end of my career. I don't know what the future holds, but I can tell you that is the problem with the driver shortage right there. I literally personally know 40 or 50 guys with Class A license. They're not even that old. They're working other jobs. They'd love to go back to driving, but not the way you got it set up. They're tired of your cameras. They're tired of your monitoring devices. They're tired of your micromanagements. They're tired of your 20, 25-year-old kids that don't know nothing, can't even start a truck, never driven a truck, telling them what to do. They don't want to do it. They said, I'll go do something else, and that's what they did. They're off doing other jobs because you destroyed everything they got into this business for. So, not likely any of you big CEOs and any of these mega carriers are going to watch my little video, but if you stumble across it, there's your reason right there. Mostly I'm making this for my viewers. I told you guys I'd do some regular truck driving stuff. My recommendation is, as sad as this is for me to say, is don't get into trucking. Unless you really love it and can put up with that stuff. I mean, I worked for UPS for 25 years, the most micromanaged place, but paid really good, union job. So what I've said in a few videos still holds true. If you want to get into this business, it's only really two ways to do it, in my opinion. You're going to have to go through that mega carrier crap to get your experience to do either one of these. You're going to need a year or two, and you're going to have to put up with their nonsense. But put your name on a union card or put your name on the door. That's my opinion. That's the only way you can have protection and or get some of your freedom back. There's no real over-the-road union jobs that I know of, so that's more on a local level. But if you want freedom, you gotta do what I've done. Yeah, either lease to a good carrier that don't bug you. I have a Qualcomm in here, yes, but they don't ever bug me on it. It's more for the e-log. They send me my dispatch info, which I already have actually, but they send it anyways. Some safety messages, but they don't bother me. The only cameras I have, I put in here. So find a good carrier that'll do that, or get your own authority. But I don't know, trucking ain't what it used to be. That's all I can say. None of this stuff was around. I mean, I can't believe in the 30 years I've been in it how drastic it's changed. I mean, it used to be a pride thing. Guys used to get dressed every morning. They didn't wear flip-flops and sweatpants. And it's just a better class of people. And, you know, it was like, if you couldn't do it, they'd get rid of you anyway. So it was like, hey, man, pick up this load in California and take it to Florida. Call us a couple times along your way to let us know you're okay. That's how it was. There was no computers. There was no GPS. There was no, none of that. You just had to read a map and get there. Call your boss once in a while. Hey, man, I'm over here. I'm doing good. I'm somewhere in Texas. And all right, keep going. Let us know when you get there. And that's how it was. It's nothing like that now, man. It's nothing like that. They might as well just hire one of them 22-year-old little snot-nosed suckers to sit in the jump seat with you. That's how bad they ruined it. All right, guys. I don't know. I've been meaning to make this video. Hoping my attitude doesn't seem bad, but I'm passionate about this. It's an industry I've been in because I love it. Never for the money. It was just something I was born to do for whatever weird reason. And somehow we let them, when I say them, the yuppies, the little loafer wearing bean counters, got their digs and everything, and they just destroyed this industry. So that's all I can tell you, man. All I can do is be truthful with you. I'm just laying it out there. That's the way it is out here. If a recruiter tells you anything other than what I just told you, he's lying, man. That's how it is. Honestly, you're going to get in this industry as a company over-the-road driver. You're going to be gone. And I've talked about this in my videos. They're going to send you across the country and keep you there. They're not going to get you home like they said. They're a bunch of liars. They're going to make 60, 70 grand a year, which is terrible money at the end of the day. For as much time as you're gone and away from your family, it's not even worth it anymore, in my opinion. As a company driver, I wouldn't do it. I literally would go to work at Walmart before I would, something happened and I couldn't be an owner operator anymore, I'd get out of trucking. I'm not even kidding. I'd get out of trucking. I would not do this anymore. I'm too old to bust my butt doing LTL, and I just don't want to do it anymore. I don't want the micromanagement. I'm only 50 years old, man. I could drive another 10 years. So if something happened to me, hey, mega carriers, you're not hiring me. I'm not going to come to work for you. I will literally go flip burgers first before I put up with that crap. All right, guys, that's all I know. Done making videos. We're going to pick up a load of onions tomorrow and get home. It's been a great weekend here in Fallon. I've been blessed. If you saw the video, how that came to be, but I got to see a lot of old friends and stuff like that. So, all right, man. Happy New Year. God bless you. Bye now.